What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me on the channel today. It's PoPo Jones. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the brakes seizing up on a Corvette, primarily the C8 Corvette. We're going to ask the question why, we're going to answer that, and we're going to talk about how to fix that situation. Let's jump to it. One of our viewers and a customer of mine brought this to my attention back a few days ago. He told me about a situation where he had washed his vehicle, parked it in the garage, left it there for a couple months, and then went back to drive it, and the vehicle did not want to move. It took a little bit more force on the gas pedal in order to break it loose and get it to go. The question was, why is that happening, and what's the solution to that? Well, we did a little bit of research on that. We did some testing as well, and ironically, right after we had this conversation, it was the very next day, there was a post on one of the Corvette pages where somebody had encountered this same situation and had no idea why that had happened to them. Well, I went on the internet and did a little bit of research, and I really couldn't find too much on the topic. So that really made me decide, hey, you know what, we're going to do a video on this to help you guys out there that encounter this problem and don't know why or what's going on. Now, rotors are generally made from cast iron or steel, and cast iron doesn't rust very much, but steel, on the other hand, definitely does. And that's what we've got here. These rotors, whenever they get wet and they combine there with your brake pads, they're just going to corrode. It's going to develop rust. And when we tested this theory out, we set up the camera, did a time lapse, and put some water on there. It doesn't take but just a couple of minutes, and you start to see that rust come up, that discoloration, very, very quickly. And so whenever you do that, and then you park your vehicle, it allows more time for that corrosion to take place and eat away and fuse your brake pads to your rotors. Now, why do we not encounter this issue on any other vehicle? Well, it's not that you don't encounter it on any other vehicle. It's that you typically don't have a lot of folks that are daily driving their Corvettes. So these Corvettes end up parked in a garage for a couple of months, and it allows for that continued rust to develop, which results in the issue. Now, the solution is very simple. Put a little bit more foot on the gas, break it loose, and then drive it. The more you drive it, the more it's going to rub all of that rust off and clean it up and allow it to function normally again. If you're wondering why yours isn't moving, take a quick look and see if there's any rust on there, and if there is, that's 9 times out of 10 going to be your problem right there. Washing your car, the main thing is that after you've done that, go ahead and drive it down the road, use your brakes a few times, and let it clean off. Now, the other situation that you tend to find, which is not related to this one, is all of that brake dust, because that has definitely been a big complaint on the C8 Corvette. Lots and lots of brake dust. Brake dust is an entirely different issue altogether. The brake dust is not from your rotors. The brake dust is from your brake pads. And there are a lot of different solutions that I found out there. There's a lot of different folks that have purchased aftermarket brake pads and aftermarket rotors in order to eliminate this issue, and done so very effectively. Well, after getting her out and all cleaned up for this shoot, I ran right into the rain, so now the bed is all wet. We're going to get it all dried off and everything to get rid of those water spots that are going to come up, and we're going to dry our rotors off so we can keep that rust from developing and causing those rotors and brake pads to stick. Thank you guys for joining me on the channel today. If you enjoyed this video or you found it informative, please like and subscribe. It definitely helps me out in the channel, and it tells me what you guys enjoy, what kind of content I need to continue to produce. So please, please, please do that for me. You're helping me a great deal. Again, thanks for joining me today, PoPo Jones, and I look forward to catching you guys later.